From NBC News, this is Today with Matt Lauer and Meredith Vieira.
We're learning more about how Bernie Madoff reacted behind bars to the news of his son's suicide. This, as Madoff's former secretary could be taken into custody today. NBC's Jeff Rawson has details on all this. Jeff, good morning to you.
Hi, Matt. Good morning to you. Bernie Madoff's secretary did pretty well over the years. Prosecutors say too well, making off with $14 million. They claim she's now hiding the money, and if she doesn't tell them where it is, she could go to jail today.
What do you have to say to the public?
With Bernie Madoff behind bars, prosecutors have honed in on his personal secretary, Annette Bongiorno, and the alleged $14 million she pocketed. Right now, Bongiorno is under house arrest inside her $1 million mansion in Boca Raton, Florida. She also owns this mansion on Long Island, valued at $2 million. Until recently, according to investigators, this secretary drove a Bentley and 2 Mercedes.
She knows where the money is. She knows where the bones are buried. In order to save herself, she could become a major prosecution witness in this case.
Bongiorno denies any wrongdoing. Her lawyer tells NBC News they're willing to disclose her accounts as long as prosecutors don't freeze them. But still, in court later today, the judge could order her to jail.
Prosecutors know that when somebody's locked up, they're more willing to cooperate than when they're out and about driving around in Bentleys in South Florida.
Prosecutors have also considered criminal charges against Bernie Madoff's sons, Andrew and Mark. It was just last week that Mark committed suicide inside his luxury Manhattan apartment. Now, new details on how Bernie Madoff took the news behind bars. The New York Post spoke with a former inmate in the same prison who says a voice over the intercom crackled, "Inmate Madoff, report to the chapel," where he was told. Madoff was crying and he was very distraught. Over the next 2 days, the paper reports, Bernie Madoff didn't come out of his cell, not even to eat.
He feels totally isolated from the family, especially the fact that his wife, Ruth, apparently has not visited him. And once their son, Mark, killed himself, she blamed Bernie for his death.
Madoff's only surviving son, Andrew, remains the target of lawsuits and a criminal investigation. But his fiancée, Catherine Hooper, tells the Wall Street Journal he's focused on moving on.
Andrew has just tried to keep busy. He's done things like meet with his piano teacher, a longtime friend of his. He also has had lunches with friends. Just trying to keep a sense of normalcy, much like he did in the time after his father's arrest.
Andrew Madoff still lives in a $4.4 million apartment here in New York City, but under court restrictions, he can't spend more than $500 at a time without documenting it. Andrew denies any involvement in his father's scam, and Matt, sources say federal prosecutors still don't have enough evidence to charge him with anything.
All right, NBC's Jeff Rawson. Jeff, thank you very much.